eternal holy light, offspring of heaven, firstborn, or of the eternal, co-eternal beam may I express thee unblamed, since God is light, and never but an unapproached light, dwelt from eternity, dwelt then in thee, whose fountain who shall tell? Before the sun, before the heavens thou wert, and with a mantle didst invest the rising world of waters dark and deep, one from the void and formless infinite. Thee I revisit now, with bolder wing, and feel thy vital sovereign lamp. But thou revisitest not these eyes, that roll in vain to find thy piercing ray. So thick a drop serene hath quenched their orbs, or dim suffusion veiled, like the wakeful bird sings darkling, and in shadiest covert hid, tunes her nocturnal note. Thus with the year, seasons return, but not to me returns day, or the sweet approach of even or morn, or sight of vernal bloom, or summer's rose, or flocks, or herds, or human face divine, but cloud instead, and ever during darkness surrounds me, from the ways of men cut off, and for the book of knowledge fair, presented with a universal blank of nature's works, to me expunged and raised, and wisdom at one entrance quite shut out. So much the rather, thou celestial light, shine inward, and the mind, through all her powers, there irradiate, there plant eyes, that I may see and tell of things invisible to mortal sight.
Progeny of light, thrones, dominations, princedoms, virtues, powers. Hear my decree, which unrenounced shall stand. This day I have begot whom I declare my only son, and on this hill him have anointed whom ye now behold at my right hand. Your head I him appoint, and I have sworn to him shall bow all knees in heaven, and shall confess him Lord. Under his great vicegerent reign abide, united as one individual soul, forever happy. Him who disobeys, me disobeys, breaks union, and that day cast out from God in blessed vision, falls into utter darkness, deep engulfed, his place ordained without redemption, without end.
me thy thoughts most want, my mind to thee was wont to impart. Both waking we were one. How then can now thy sleep dissent? New laws thou seest imposed.
New laws from him who reigns? New minds may raise in us who serve. New counsels to debate what doubtful might ensue. More to utter in this place is not safe.
Assemble thou of all those myriads which we lead to chief, and tell them that by command, ere yet dim night her shadowy cloud withdraws, I am to haste, and all who under me their banners wave, homeward with flying march, where we possess the quarters of the north, there to prepare fit entertainment to receive our King, the great Messiah and his new commands, who speedily through all the hierarchies intends to pass triumphant and give laws. Thrones, dominations, princedoms, virtues, powers, if these magnific titles yet remain not merely titular, since by decree another hath to himself engrossed all power, and us eclipsed under the name of King Anointed, for whom all this haste. This only to consult, how we may best, with what may be devised of honors new, receive him, coming to receive from us need tribute, yet unpaid, prostration vile. But what if better counsels might erect our minds, and teach us to cast off this yoke? Will ye submit your necks, or choose to bend a supple knee? Ye will not, if I trust to know ye right, or if ye know yourselves, natives and sons of heaven, possessed before by none, and if not equal all, yet free. Who can in reason then, or right, assume monarchy over such as live by right his equals? Or who can introduce law and edict on us, who without law err not? Much less for this to be our Lord, and look for adoration to the abuse of those imperial titles that assert our being ordained to govern, not to serve.
Oh, argument blasphemous, false, and proud. Words which no ear ever to hear in heaven expected, least of all from thee, ingrate. In place thyself so high above thy peers, canst thou with impious obloquy condemn the just decree of God, pronounced and sworn? Thyself, though great and glorious, dost thou count equal to him, begotten Son, by whom as by his word the mighty Father made all things, even thee, and all the spirits of heaven, thrones, dominations, princedoms, virtues, powers, essential powers, nor by his reign obscured, but more illustrious made, since he, the head, one of our number, thus reduced becomes.
That we were formed then, sayest thou, and the work of secondary hand, by task transferred from father to son. Strange point and new, doctrine which we would know whence learn. Who saw when this creation was? Rememberest thou thy making, while the Maker gave thee being? We know no time when we were not as now, no none before us. Self-begot, self-raised, our puissance is our own. Our own right hand shall teach us highest deed, by proof to try who is our equal. Then thou shalt behold whether by supplication we intend address, and to begirt the almighty throne, beseeching or besieging. This report, these tidings carry to the anointed king, and fly ere evil intercept thy flight.
Oh, alien from God, oh, spirit accursed, forsaken of all good. I see thy fall determined, and thy hapless crew involved in this perfidious fraud. Contagion spread both of thy crime and punishment. Henceforth that golden scepter which thou didst reject is now an iron rod to bruise and break thy disobedience. Well thou didst advise, yet not for thy advice or threats I fly these wicked tents devoted, lest the wrath impendent raging into sudden flame, distinguish not. For soon expect to feel his thunder on thy head, devouring fire. Then who created thee, lamenting, learn. When who can uncreate thee, thou shalt know.
Son, in whom my glory I behold, nearly it now concerns us to be sure of our omnipotence, and with what arms we mean to hold what anciently we claim of deity or empire. Such a foe is rising, who intends to erect his throne equal to ours, throughout the spacious north. Let us advise, and to this hazard draw with speed what force is left, lest, unawares, we lose this, our high place, our sanctuary, our hill.
Mighty Father, thou thy foes justly hast in derision, and secure, laughst at their vain designs and tumults vain, matter to me of glory, whom their hate illustrates, when they see all regal power given me to quell their pride, and in event hurled headlong flaming from the ethereal sky, with hideous ruin and combustion, down to bottomless perdition, there to dwell in adamantine chains and penal fire, who durst defy the omnipotent to arms. The dismal situation waste and wild, a dungeon horrible on all sides round, as one great furnace flamed. Yet, from those flames no light, but rather darkness visible, which serves only to discover sights of woe, regions of sorrow, doleful shades where peace and rest can never dwell. Hope never comes that comes to all, but torture without end still urges, and a fiery deluge fed with ever-burning sulfur unconsumed.